I am Vinnie Tortorich. Folks, your good intentions have been stolen, but don't worry. I'm here to help you get them back. You may be soft and succulent at the beginning of this process, but hang in there. Before long, you will be lean and mean, guaranteed. Yeah, it's the Friday show. Everyone is loving the Friday call-in show, so we're going to keep doing it. Every now and then we bring in other people, but right now we're doing a lot of call-ins because people seem to like them, so we're going to keep doing them. Folks, he comes in every Wednesday to do a podcast with me, and he helps me. He produces the Friday show because someone's got to wrangle all these people. I'm talking about none other than Mr. Chris Shaffer. Yeah. How's it going, brother?
It's going pretty well, man. Just sitting over here looking at old-timey ads.
I know you.
Oh, Lord.
Look, keep doing them. Keep doing them, because I tell this to people and they think I'm making it up, right? Whenever I tell people, oh, no, there used to be, propaganda ad campaigns to let you believe what they wanted you to believe, right? That's a real thing. That is a real thing.
It's interesting, right? And we don't typically get political at all on this show, but people talk about, Vinny, every time an election comes around, how toxic the political ads are these days, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, This guy doesn't like the troops. This guy is just a jerk, right? Have you ever looked at what the founding fathers wrote about each other?
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was bad. This didn't just start last week. Yeah, it's always been weird. So, yeah, but people seem to care about it more now than ever, right?
We just get exposed to it nonstop now, I think. But
yeah,
if you go back, and I know you and I have been talking about this in the context of, like coffee and cereal and some of those kinds of things. But if you go back and look at some of, even just 20 years ago, or I guess it'd be 30 years ago, some of the ads from the 90s, you go, wait, they said what? And it didn't occur to anyone at the time. And then you look at ads from the 50s and you're like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Like, you could just say that coffee will make you explode.
And that's pretty much what they did.
It makes you beat your wife, gets you kicked off the sports ball team, and stunts your growth, right? We can just say whatever we want.
Yeah. And nobody was there to challenge him, right? And you were meant to feel bad if you drank coffee. And it turns out it's one of the healthiest things you could put in your body. By the way, folks, purecoffeeclub.com. Go check it out right now. Chris, they've been holding on long enough. Who do we have up first?
First up, we have Miss Jane. Jane, give me a thumbs up in that camera if you're ready to come on in. I see she's rocking a fantastic looking hat.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Happy hat. How you doing, Jane?
Doing good. How are you, Vinny?
Good. I can't complain. Can't complain at all. Where are you right now?
Jonesville, Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked several times. Usually you're outside when we talk, right?
No, I think I just talked to you once, I think. I was sitting in a rocking chair. Yeah.
I thought it was more than that.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of, Chris, from Virginia?
The lady that's right up the street from you.
Yeah. What's her name?
It's going to drive me nuts now.
Yeah, me too. And I've spoken to her daughter. Spoken to a few of them. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that right now, Jane.
I can't help you either because I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she's in a VIP group. She's a very sweet woman.
She is. Yes.
And her name is escaping. I've done too many shows in a row here today.
Yeah.
So, what's eating on you tonight, Jane? You've been around for a while. You're in the VIP group. Obviously, you got that cool hat on.
Yes. Waiting on a shirt. Yeah, I'm just wanting to. I've been idling a little bit this year. Not lost much since the holidays. And I thought, well, I'll just do a call in here with Vinny and I can be accountable to him and get started back on my journey to get this stuff off. I don't want to gain again during this holiday season. It won't be good.
No. All right. So let's start with that. When you first started, before you did anything, how tall are you and how much did you weigh?
I'm 5'5", And when I started on my weight loss journey, in 2014, I was 298 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I was shocked myself.
Yeah. Notice people never say I was 300 pounds.
Yeah, I probably was. Yeah, I probably was.
Yeah.
I just would never weigh myself.
Yeah. So 300 pounds. And then what year was that?
That's 2014.
Okay. And then when did you find me and all of this?
I found you on Mike Rowe probably 4 years ago, I guess. 3.5, 4 years.
The first Mike Rowe. Okay.
Yeah.
And during when did you start losing weight? Back in 2014, or did you start when you found me?
No, I did a protein shake regimen in 2015.
Okay.
I thought, I need to do something here. So I lost 90 pounds on that. And then I gained back between 2016 and 2019. I gained back 28 pounds.
Okay.
So I tried everything in the world to get kicked back into losing again. Lifted the weights. I was into obstacle course racing, and never couldn't budge out of 236.
Okay, so all right. So let me ask you. So at first you were doing sounds like one of those protein diets where you were just drinking shakes.
Yeah.
And you prove that anybody can lose weight just by doing anything, pretty much. But that's not. You can't live like that. You can't live on protein shakes.
No.
And that's usually when people gain back all of the weight plus.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to you that you found a way not to gain it all back. You gained 20, 30 pounds back. That's fine, right? But then it sounds like you were white knuckling. You were doing races and lifting weights, just doing whatever you can not to fall back in. Does that sound about right?
That does, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then when you found me, did you lose any more weight, or what did you do then?
Well, in 2019, I found a weight loss doctor out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and he offered a natural approach to losing weight without having any drugs. So that's what I was looking for. I hadn't found you yet, so went through that from 2019 to through 2020. Lost 69 pounds. I got down to 167.
Okay.
And so then the start of 2022, my mother died, and I gained back 69 pounds. So
sorry
here we go.
Thank you. Right. So how did the weight loss doctor go about getting you to lose weight? What did you do?
Well, it's pretty much really close to yours. The only thing he did different was he was a calorie counter, and I weighed all my food, and he allowed a little bit of sugar, like the monk fruit and stevia, and that's about it on the sugar part of it. But other than that, it was pretty much low carb, high protein food rotation. You couldn't eat the same food every day. It had you had to keep your food rotated. So
okay, I don't, a lot of that that's all hogwash to me, and I don't like people to count calories, but people do get into eating too many calories. I've always said if you eat too much of the wrong thing, it happens to. I see it happening to carnivores. Like they'll call me, and I'm okay with people doing the carnivore diet. Right? If that's what they want to do, that's fine. It's a healthy way to eat. I couldn't imagine just eating one thing all the time.
Right.
And I think most carnivores, they eat meat, fish, chicken, and eggs. And it's pretty close to the way I eat, but not exactly, right? I eat more vegetables and what have you. And that's what I believe in doing. But, counting calories or weighing your food, that's taking it that's a brace too far. I want people to get used to being mindful. I'm full now, I can stop.
Yeah.
And save the rest of this food and eat it at another time, right?
Yeah.
At first, I tell the really morbidly obese people, like if you were 300 pounds, I would have said to you, hey, listen, Jane, you eat all the fat you want, all the protein you want, because I need you to get used to just eating the right foods.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll lose some weight doing that, but then step 2 is now we need to hone in on, you know, you not eating everything all the time, because no one was meant, our bodies aren't set up to do it.
Right.
Bottom line,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So that's where we are with that. So,
So I got on your plan,
mhm.
and I lost 55 pounds. And then during the holidays, this past 2024, I gained 8 pounds. So now I weigh 189.
Okay, so you're still in the ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you're worried about, you know, if you go through this holiday season, you can be looking at a 2.
Right. I don't
Yeah.
want that. I don't
No,
want
we
that.
don't. Not only that, we want you to go back towards, you know, bikini body.
That would be great.
Why not?
I know. Yeah.
Get in that
It's
bikini, you
true.
go to the beach, you know, that kind of thing. Everybody
Yeah.
look good
Even
with
my
it.
tan out. I got a farmer's tan right now, but I could even
Yeah.
my tan out.
Yeah, you need to. Where do you live close to? You live close to Smith Mountain Lake or anything?
No, we're about 2 hours northeast of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, there's some lakes down there, right?
Yeah, Norse Lake. You got Cherokee Lake,
Yeah.
Douglas. You know.
Yeah, and you want to even your tan out, you go to the lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah. Go fishing too. Like to fish.
You don't want to look like a redneck. Right?
No. I can probably talk a little of their slang.
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
all can. I mean, there's no problem with that.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with rednecks, but even
No.
rednecks like to take their shirts off and even it out.
Yeah.
You know, they want the whole body to be red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that cancer everywhere.
Exactly.
All right. So let's get you to that beach body so that you could get back in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever read my PDF?
Yes, I have. I got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was wondering if I needed to start back at the beginning of that, or I got a problem with sugar. I ain't got a problem with the starchy pasta bready stuff. It's just I have a problem with the sugar.
Tell me about the sugar. How does it happen? Give me a scenario.
Okay. I'm in the grocery store, and I think, boy, that Carmelo bar looks pretty good.
Carmelo bar.
Yeah, it's chocolate and caramel.
I gotta look that up. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Carmelo. Oh, or a pack of M&Ms, you know, and then it just snowballs from that. And you're like, I got to reel this in. I'm going to regret this. I just got to get out of I'll get in a habit of having to have a snack after I get out of the grocery store. I thought I need to stop this, you know.
Yeah. So look, you have the same problem I have. You have an addiction to sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. It's a Cadbury product.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks perfectly disgusting. Caramel gushing out of the chocolate.
I know that awful stuff. It's horrible.
Like I've tasted that kind of stuff before. I got to be honest with you. It's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I eat chocolate, I want it to be pure. I just wanted to sink my teeth into chocolate.
Yeah.
Right? And what I try to do is never sink my teeth into chocolate because I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to stay on dietary ketosis. And we're going to try to get you there because we need to get you off of sugar. So here's what I need you to do. No Carmelo bars.
Mm-hmm.
No M&Ms. No candy whatsoever. Now, look, I know we're getting ready to go into a candy holiday.
Yes.
Do you have trick-or-treaters coming by your house?
No, I do not.
Good. Don't even buy the candy. You got kids in the house?
No. No.
Grandkids, anything? What do you have?
I've got great nieces. I got a great niece and a great nephew, but they live out of town.
Okay. So you have no excuse.
Mm-mm.
We need to go 30 days.
Okay.
I need 30 days, no sugar. Now, you just told me some of the problems when you're in the grocery store. Now, I know for a fact, sugar is not only in the grocery store. Do you
Right.
find yourself at home making what Serena calls peasant pudding? Meaning you don't have anything, you don't have ice cream or anything, but Serena will make peasant pudding, right? They call it every dessert pudding, right? So
Yeah.
peasant dessert. She would just take yogurt and then just squeeze honey on it, throw a few nuts in it, and she's making, peasant ice cream, right? And she
Okay.
knows it's the wrong thing,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So my deal is don't have the honey in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the honey? Oh, yeah, I use it for cooking sometimes. Well, no, you don't put it in my food. It's a lie. It's a lie we tell ourselves,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So no more peasant pudding. So if you have things like agave or honey or what did that other doctor tell you can have? Like
Stevia.
stevia and coconut sugar and all.
Yeah. I
Get
do
rid of
have
all of it.
coconut sugar. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you notice the difference between coconut sugar and cane sugar?
Nothing.
Nothing. Your liver sees it exactly the same.
Right.
See, you can lie to yourself. Oh, we lost Jane. Jane, can you hear me? Jane, was it something I said? Chris, are you there?
Just talking smack about coconut sugar.
Yeah, and Jane just blacked out. I think Big Sugar came and just knocked her right off the internet.
Big, the Cadbury bunny came and got her.
Yeah. So, Chris, you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, we could sit here and lie to ourselves all day long, right? We can lie about, and when I say lie to ourselves, I really do mean, we find ways to trick our brains. Oh, look what Jane said. I'm just in the grocery store, right? And I try to reward myself. I'm just in the grocery store. And then she goes, oh, and then I'm just, here and I'm there. My guy told me I can have agave syrup and I can have coconut sugar. And she has it in the house. It's available, right? Look, it's tough. I have sugar in the house right now because I make the kombucha, the booch. But, I'm fermenting the crap out of that sugar, right? And somehow I can have my booch and have no problem because I'm fermenting that sugar to hell. As a matter of fact, Chris, I think I'm drinking pure vinegar now. It can't even be described as kombucha anymore, right? And we need to get Jane that way because, we were talking to a guy last week in the show. It's like, he goes, look, I don't want to go back up to where I used to be. Jane's 5'5". She was 300 pounds, right? And now she's been as low as 165. That's about half of her body weight. That's a crazy amount of body weight, right? That she lost. And then she yo-yoed back and forth, 60 pounds here, 60 pounds there, back and forth. Mom dies, she gains weight, loses it again. But at some point, you got to stop the yo-yo. You got to stop the craziness, the insanity of it all. And that's what we're trying to get Jane to do here. Does that make sense, Chris?
It does. And I think Jane is not alone in that. I think we got Jane back, so I'll bring her back in here really fast.
I'll bring her in.
It's very easy to fall into that trap.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's very easy to say, oh, I'm gonna put, it starts with a little bit of life into living. Me? We can now.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't? You can't hear me, Jane? Jane, can you hear us now? Chris, let's do this with Jane.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Pull her in the background. Oh, can you hear us?
I can't get my sound back up.
All right.
Chris, put her in the background and see if you can work with her. And let's talk to Dave while we're waiting for Jane to get her computer straight. Chris?
She's writing to me in the little chat we have on the back end here.
Let's pull Dave up.
Dave, give me that thumbs up in the camera if you're ready to come on in. There he is.
I guess I was warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, we had you in the background. Yeah, we had to bring Jane up before you because she was a lot cuter than you.
She
So,
is. Yeah.
yeah, she is. Yeah. So how you doing, man?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Lost my full-time job. It was my career, my family business, thanks to COVID. Thank you. Delivered a death blow to it, and we didn't die until end of July. So I'm figuring out how to make do from there. Made my part-time job my full-time job. But other than that, hey, at least I have my health.
What
And that's
business
thanks
were
to
you
you.
guys? Oh,
Uh,
you're welcome. What business were you in?
So we ran a Montessori school. We were the largest single site Montessori school in California for okay. The school was in business for almost 50 years.
Yeah.
Our single site, we had that going for we were about 25 years.
And then
And
COVID, I mean, California had big time shutdowns for like what, 2 years?
yep.
And you guys couldn't weather that. I'm guessing couldn't weather that financial storm.
Nope. We
Yeah.
half of our business was childcare, right? So you close the
Right.
school, guess what? Half of your income is gone.
Yeah.
And then when we were able to come back, it was restricted, so we could only have up to 100 children on site at the same time, and we were licensed for way more than that and operating at a much higher level. So fell behind on the rent, and that didn't
And
help, right?
the government couldn't come in and help you guys at all.
We got some help, but it wasn't enough, right? We just couldn't bounce back. Just never worked out.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened, because we need Montessori schools. We need this type of education for people that want it. And man, my heart goes out to you, right?
I appreciate it.
Look, we came close. If Chris wants to chime in here, we came close to losing, all of my businesses. And it all started, it didn't happen during COVID, by the way.
Mm.
During COVID, we were one of those businesses that were riding. I mean, we were making month over month, we were hitting records, because people were home and everybody wanted vitamins, and everybody wanted vitamin D and zinc and everything else, and taking magnesium up to yin yang. We couldn't keep it in stock. Right. And then towards the end of COVID, right, we started seeing, we had supply chain breaks. That was the first thing we saw, the big supply chain breaks.
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of recurring customers, right? We work on a subscription base. We couldn't fulfill the subscriptions, much less new customers. We started not wanting new customers to come in because we couldn't even handle what we had, right? And then we started losing those people. They were like, look, Vin, we love you, but, you don't have product. You sold this product that you don't have. We didn't know we would be out, right? Because we were lied to. And because some of the stuff in the background wasn't being handled correctly, the money was being mishandled. And my eye was not on that ball. I was busy running the podcast and running everything else. And I feel for you, brother, because we came very close to losing a business that I'm proud of and I'm happy about. And I'm hoping that there's some way that you can bring it back. Is there any kind of way that you guys can ever bring it back?
That ship has probably sailed. It's such a big site, and we're just basically out of money. There's no way we can really recoup that and make it happen again. Down the road, I mean, I live in the Central Valley here. Our school was in the Bay Area, so I'm not gonna lie, the commute was not great. So I'm kind of happy being home again, and my full-time job is here in the Central Valley. I'm a delivery driver now, full-time. It was my part-time thing. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, and this ties into Pure Vitamin Club, the UltraSalt. Let me tell you, brother, that stuff is amazing. Because when I'm out there delivering in the hot sun, I mean, we get triple digit here. I pop an UltraSalt, drink some water, and I'm good to go. And you can feel it almost immediately. You're dragging. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I'm maybe a year younger than you. I'm 62. Yeah, 62.
Yeah.
So, I'm an old guy. So this constant running around, dropping off packages and whatever, it can wear on you. But that UltraSalt brings you right back. It's fantastic stuff.
Yeah, look, we do ads for it all the time, but people go, "Oh, he's doing ads." But we have guys, delivery guys, like we have this guy Ken Lesnansky that is, you might see him on my Twitter and everywhere else. He works, I think, for UPS or one of those. Those guys, I mean, you live in those hot areas. The insides of those trucks get to like ovens, right? They get to 100 some odd degrees, and he lives on them. All of these guys are like, they thank me. All these guys that work outside, all these construction guys and everything, these guys are taking that stuff left, right, and center. Chris can tell you, we sell tons of it starting in around June, before June, like April, May. We see it ramping up, and all summer long, we got to make sure we're stocked up on UltraSalt because that stuff flies off the shelf. It can literally have you feeling good all day long, where you don't feel like you've had a whole day of being out in the sun. So I'm glad you're enjoying that.
Oh yeah, and I've shared it with a couple of the other drivers too. When they're feeling they're dragging a little bit, give them a couple of capsules, and they swear by it too. So might have some other converts going. And
Dave out here being generous with the UltraSalt, man.
The first one's free, right?
Yeah, I can drug you. Yeah.
And at the station, they give us these hydration. I don't even remember what they're called. Do you remember something called Quench?
Yeah. They made
that was like gum
one time. Yeah.
I think they make a powder now, and that's the stuff that they're giving out at the Amazon warehouses, and that stuff is crap.
Yeah.
It's really bad stuff.
Oof, sorry. Yeah, Quench, that stuff has been around for a while. It's kind of like, and when I was in high school, they had something called Quick Kick. It was basically sugar that they would mix into the water. It's crap. But no, you got the right thing. So
yeah,
good on you. Tell us about your journey, man. Tell us why you're on the phone tonight.
Let's see. So I'm 5'7", currently 164, 165 thereabouts, which I'm happy about. I'd like to get a little bit leaner, actually a lot leaner. I should probably be 155 thereabouts. I don't know, somewhere around there. I've always been close to 170, 180, or not always, but most of my adult life. And then back, I can't remember the year that you were on Adam and Dr. Drew, and I think Anna was with you at the time.
No, she wasn't with me the first time.
Okay.
I brought Anna on later on, but that first time I was on it came out actually on my birthday, like in 2015.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Of that whole journey.
Yeah, if I look at my lipid screenings, that kind of lines up. So that's the thing. Around that time, around the 2015 timeframe, I was getting close to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Which, and the funny thing is, I look at pictures from that time, and I'm like, holy, I've heard you say it before. You don't realize what you look like until you look back.
Yeah.
And then go, oh my God, I was fat. So I was getting close to 200 pounds, and I heard you, and I thought, this is crazy, man. How do you eat meat? And by the way, I've never been a vegetarian. At one point, I did give up red meat for a while, but went back because I just liked it better.
Yeah.
But also love potatoes, right? Macaroni and cheese. Oh my God. All the grains, lots of grains. So my lipid panels were way up. Doctors wanted to put me on statins. I don't want to go on statins. And full disclosure, I was on statins for about 3 years, just recently, mostly because of my calcium score. I made a bet with my doctor that if my calcium score was bad, and it was around 120 the first time they screened me. So I said, all right, I'll go on your statins. I went on the statins, and the lowest dosage possible, ended up with like a 147 after going on the statins, which they said, well, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Went to my cardiologist. The cardiologist put me on the torture test. And this is, by the way, post NSNG. So now I'm losing weight. My numbers are going down.
Right.
especially my triglycerides. My triglycerides have dropped dramatically, right? And that's the most dangerous one. So they did the torture test. They checked me out. They said, "Why are you here?"
Crazy, right?
It's like, well, okay, I'm on a statin because my calcium score is in the hundreds, and doctor wants me on a statin. I said, "You don't really need to be here. There's nothing wrong with you." Okay. So I asked my doctor. I said, "Look, you see my numbers going down.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just go off the statins?" And he said, "Sure, but we'll go off the statins. That's fine." So fortunately, I'm not on those anymore. But that was just a brief period. Ever since I listened to you, started dropping the grains, dropping the sugar, dropping the weight. Right, lost 20 pounds in that first year, like that.
Wow.
It was fantastic. So I've been around 170 for quite some time now, since that 2015 time period. It's just recently that I've gone under 170 and kept it under. I know what I'm doing wrong, right? Like you, I love chocolate.
Yeah.
That's not my biggest weakness. Love ice cream too. Now, I will indulge. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. And I don't indulge every day. Maybe once a week. It's the whole life and a living thing, but I'm lying to myself because there are times after I've had a cocktail or two, your resistance goes way
Yeah.
down, right?
Absolutely. That's when that's where it seeps in.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad, I'm lucky that I've been able to keep it below 170, or at least never go back up to 180. It was starting to creep up there. And I said, this got to stop now.
Yeah.
I just need, I don't think there is a magic wand for me here. I just need to figure out how I can instill that discipline in myself to stay the course. That's really the big thing. I know what to do. It's just doing it sometimes, especially when it's, I got a family full of people here that love sugar and grains, and doesn't matter how much I lecture to them, it's there, right?
Yeah, you got to stick to it as if it's a rattlesnake that's going to bite you. I mean, look, I get it, right? It's easy to talk yourself into anything, but your body does not. Your body's a meritocracy. It doesn't lie. We can lie to ourselves, but our bodies will do exactly what we give it. That's what you get out of it. And if you're not losing weight, look, I'm glad that your triglycerides are in check and you're doing all of those things. But you need to, if you want to be around that 150 mark at your height, right? You got to do the other things. It's that simple,
No.
right? You just have to do, and make a challenge. Hey, I'm going to go off of all sweets, everything until, I don't know, Thanksgiving. I'm going to blow it out for one day, and then I'm going all the way into Christmas. I'll blow it out again, and then, start the new year. That's the kind of thing I do. I'm going to be in England for Christmas, right? I'm going to be with the in-laws, right? So, boom. What do we do?
Why?
Yeah, but you see, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be, we always talk about the Kristen Scott Thomas thing. I'm going to be there in front of Kristen for like 10 days or something, 8 days. I don't know, a long time. So I got to make a new rule, right? I'm not going to drink wine every day for 10 days. Right. That's a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle change. So I got to do something. Right. So I'll say, okay, Christmas dinner, this kind of thing, maybe one other night or something. I got to pick and choose my battles, but it can't be every night. Right. So, sometimes even when you make rules and decrees and whatever, you got to change them to make them fit. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you can do it. You know what to do, right? You know you're not going to die of heart failure. You're going to be around for a long time. When's your birthday?
June.
Did you just turn 62 in June?
Yeah, I just turned 62.
Yeah, we're about
Born in
half a year
63.
apart. Yeah, I was born in 62. I'm getting ready to turn 63. You're about a half year apart.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, you know what to do. And you can do it. Turn it into a game. Make it happen. Okay?
Yeah, that's a big one. I'm speaking of wine, by the way, surrounded by wineries here, right? We have
Yeah, I know exactly where you live. Spencer Valley. You're near Anavicino over there. There's wine
She's a
everywhere.
little south of me, but yeah, this is wine country, and we have a locker full of wine. I'm proud to say, had few glasses over a year, maybe no more than 10. So I'm glad, although I've got a lot of wine sitting in the cabinet right now, just twiddling its thumbs, doing nothing.
It'll
But
keep. It'll keep. You'll
it'll
be
keep.
fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just don't let it get hot and you'll be fine.
So my biggest weakness, salt and vinegar chips.
So don't have them around.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that's the hard part. Well, here's a good news. Until the nut butter comes back, there's a company that actually makes almonds that they roast in salt and vinegar.
I have a better idea.
Yeah.
Drink some of Vinnie's kombucha with salt in it.
Yeah.
And then you're fine. Just salt and vinegar.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I can start making kombucha. I used to home brew. So yeah.
Yeah. Look, I got into it and I got it down to where I'm making paint thinner now. I mean, that's to burn a hole. I try to get it to bypass my teeth so I don't rot my teeth away.
Yeah.
I need
we'll just get Dave out there, make some booch, some vinegar booch with a salt rim, a Vinnie Michelada, if you will.
Ooh.
So I still got all my carboys out here. I could brew up some 5 gallons of booch.
Yeah. Do it, man. I've been enjoying my booch. I might have some tonight. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's one thing that I need to start doing more too is gut health. You're on that kick now with the booch and the kefir, whatever they call it, kefir.
I call it kefir. And look, I've been on the kefir and the yogurt train for years, but now I'm just doing it. And I started doing it myself because I wanted to see if I can make it out of raw milk. So that's the kick. I've been on kefir and all that for years, but I was like, let me get onto the raw milk. And then you look around and go, wait a minute. I'm making a gallon of kefir a week at a fraction of the cost of buying it in the store. And that's what got me onto the booch. It's like you go to the store, the booch could have 8 or 10 grams of sugar per serving. I can make it at home with less than 3 grams of sugar in it, right? So it's hardly any sugar. And again, it's a fermented food. It's good for your gut. It's good for everything. And I got to tell you, I haven't felt this good in years. And I've been doing both of them for about 6 or 8 months, side by side, daily, right? Hell, I'm thinking about starting some kimchi next,
Well, I love my sauerkraut. So I got the sauerkraut and then not the
pickles also work. Yeah, sauerkraut is good. Pickles, it's all fermented food. It does the same thing. It's all good for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Dave,
I don't drink a lot of milk. But
you do drink a lot of milk?
No, not a lot. I used to drink quite a bit. I don't drink. I have I make a 6-shot cappuccino in the morning with a little bit of heavy cream in it. And that's my coffee for the day. I could probably make more coffee. It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, coffee is really good for you. And by the way, milk is not my favorite thing. People go, wait a minute, you drink this, you eat cheese. Yeah, but just regular milk is like drinking, it's a lot of lactose in it. It's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
You're trying to get that stuff edged out. So
I've cut it out almost completely, but it sounds like I need to find a raw milk hookup around here. We're surrounded by dairies. There's got to be somebody.
Oh, trust me, put it into your computer. As a matter of fact, it's legal. The biggest,
I'm in California.
The biggest guy out there is the biggest raw milk guy in the country. And I think he sells his stuff at a Sprouts or Whole Foods. Check it out. It might be
Sprouts.
Wait, what's the other one? Erewhon. It might be Erewhon. Check it out. He sells his stuff. He was on the podcast. He was the one that got me interested in it. It's like,
I heard that podcast.
Yeah. He's in California. I wish I could remember his name. Chris, do we know his name?
The raw milk guy?
Yeah.
I think he's more
No.
Southern California though, right? I'm up in.
No, no. I was under the
Valley.
impression that he was Central Valley or maybe Northern California.
Where are you, Dave?
I'm in a little town called Manteca, which is south of Stockton, north of Modesto.
Okay, so there's a couple places in Modesto.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Oh, with raw milk.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I thought it was illegal here for some
No,
reason.
no.
But...
You're one of the states where it's legal.
Oh, okay.
I think. That's why it's in the stores, because it's legal. We got to do a whole, end around where you got to go buy a piece of a cow and pretend that you own a cow and, all this crap.
Well, that may be one of my only benefits of living in California right now. We're actually considering moving out and actually going either Virginia or North Carolina. So around your neck of the woods. And it sounds like I'm going to start running into that problem if we do that, make that move.
No, but look, if you all you got to do is you pay like $10 one time and you own a piece of the cow and then they give you your raw milk. It's no big deal. Trust me, you live in a place where they started a high-speed bullet train. They've been talking about it since the 90s, and they've dropped literally billions on it. And there's still not like any track laid or anything.
Well, I deliver sometimes to the end of that route in Merced.
Yeah,
and I guess you're talking about Bakersfield and Merced.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, people ask me about that here. They go, what's with that train? And I was like, the part that no one understands is that it goes from nowhere to nowhere. It's like nobody wants to go from one of those places. Like if you leave any of those places, you're not going to the other place. You're going anywhere. If you're in Merced, you are not going to Bakersfield. And if you're in Bakersfield, the last place you want to do is go to Merced. And I'm sitting there going, why was this even a thing? Right? If you told me that the train went from San Francisco to LA, I go, okay, I got you. I see what you're doing. But that's not it.
I read the plan. So that's not the ultimate goal, right? But the plan is that is the first leg of many legs to come. But then again, we were promised that this whole thing would be complete almost 10 years ago. And here we are. We haven't even finished the first leg. And the first leg is a nothing. I think the only reason they were able to do the first leg is because the regulations are a little less tight in that area.
People ask me why I left California. Am I kidding? All right, Dave, I don't want to overspeak. Is it $30 billion they've spent on it or something like that?
It's around there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much track has been laid for 30 billion? None, right? There's
Zero.
like clearing of ground and some stuff like that, like dirt roads. A $30 billion, basically dirt road. Am I making that up?
No. We have a train that originates in Stockton, takes people that work in the Bay Area to San Jose. So it starts in Stockton, it comes through not my town, it comes north of my town, into Livermore, into the Bay Area. They have been talking about adding 2 or 3 additional branches and it's about an 1.5 to 2 hour trip. They're looking to cut that time down by adding these additional spurs that they've been talking about. The first spur that was actually going to be just a few miles from my house was supposed to be completed 2 years ago. They're still 2 years away from completing it.
So we need to make a factual correction here.
Yeah.
They've only spent, Vinnie, $14.4 billion. The initial projection for like 20 miles of track, the initial projection was 33. The current cost, if they complete the proposed route that was supposed to be 33 billion, is 128.
Okay, so I didn't just pull 30 billion out of thin air. I knew that number was in there somewhere.
Yeah.
128 billion to do a couple of miles of track. Right.
I thought the original projection was something like 2 billion. But that
for specific phases. For specific phases of it, I guess.
Right.
And they got 3 billion from the federal government, and that's how they finished the section that they were working on.
And by the way, Dave, I don't do politics on this show, but I don't want to know if you're on the right or the left, but can we agree that both people on the right and the left shake their heads and go, what the hell is this? Like everybody in California walks around going, we don't even know what this is. And it doesn't matter if you're on the right or the left. Is that a true statement?
There's no train.
There's no nothing.
There's no train. I mean, there's something completed, but I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. I remember I used to hear my buddy Tim Conway Jr. has a show, and I listened to Timmy at night on my way back, and he was like, there's no train. There's no nothing. There's nothing.
I don't know
Politics aside, the DOT put out a press release a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they did the math, and they said, based on the current cost of flights, you could buy every resident of Los Angeles and San Francisco 200 round-trip flights for the projected cost of the high-speed rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to hold you up on that, but Dave, it was great talking to you, pal.
Likewise.
Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Yeah. Chris, I swear you can't make this stuff up, man. It's like when I found out, like I walked into Starbucks one day when I was living in California, and I saw a sign that says, coffee is known to the state of California as a carcinogen. And I was like, wait, what? And turns out, because in the elections in California, they put all these bills in, right? Bill 183 and Bill 87 and one of them, they had stuck in there that coffee is a carcinogen known to the state of California. And that was the last straw. And I went, I can't live in a state that thinks that one of the healthiest things you could drink next to water is actually a carcinogen, right?
Well, do you know why they make that claim?
Yeah, because of the acrylamide, which that you would have to literally drink. Was it like 20 gallons or 2,500 gallons of coffee a day or something to get enough acrylamide? I can't remember. It was like some crazy number. Am I wrong about any of this?
No, I don't know what the actual number is, but it comes from the Maillard reaction, right? Which anytime you roast or burn something, right? That beautiful crust you get on a steak, that's the Maillard reaction.
Yeah.
Same thing happens with the coffee bean. You take a raw bean, you roast it, then you grind it, you pour some water over it. That's how you make coffee, right?
Yeah.
I forget exactly what the number is, but it was something ridiculous. And ironically, instant coffee and coffee substitutes had, and somebody will fact check me on this, I think it was 200 to 300 times more, or 200 to 300% more. And even that, you would have to drink like, what's the instant coffee, like the Nestle instant coffee? You'd have to drink like a jar and a half of that a day.
Yeah.
Which means you would vibrate off the planet, right?
Yeah. There's just a crazy amount of coffee you would have to drink every day, all day long, to maybe have a problem. It's just nuts. Chris, let's not keep Jane waiting. We had her at the beginning of this conversation. Let's say hi to her before we go.
Hey, Miss Jane, can you hear us?
You're back.
Yes, I can. Yes, I'm back.
Gotcha.
How you doing?
Doing good.
So Jane, I forgot where we were in the conversation, but we need to get you moving. We need to get that scale moving in the right direction. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. We're getting ready to go through the holidays. So we're going to need to talk to you in about 30 days. I need you to go 30 days. This is where I lost you, I think.
Yeah.
No sugar substitute, no kind of sugar, no pineapple sugar, no coconut sugar, no nothing. Right?
Do I need to stay off the fruit?
For you, probably yes. The only fruit you can have is avocados and olives. Just for the time being, right? We could get you back on eating some fruit, but we need to get your brain away from the sweetness. And people go, oh, Vinny's telling her not to have any berries or anything. Calm down, everybody. It's just for a short period. We just need to get you moving in the right direction. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all we're trying to do here. So agave syrup, honey, all of it. Cadbury eggs. That's springtime. Right
Yeah.
now, what was it? Cadbury, something else.
Carmelo.
The
Carmelo.
Carmelo bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
No
gotta-
Reese cup pumpkins.
Nothing. No. Oh, no pumpkin spice anything.
Oh no, I ain't big on that. So
Good.
I'm just really big into chocolate things, you know. But I think I just need to talk about it out loud, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And look, we're here to help. So, Chris,
Yeah.
make sure Jane is on in about 30 days. Once she goes past the 30-day mark, get in touch with Chris,
Okay.
and we're going to bring you back on the show, and then we're going to get you to step 2.
Okay. Okay. Let me throw a name out
Okay.
that we was trying to think of earlier. Angela Mullins.
Angela.
That's it.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
who it is. It's Angela. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet woman, by the way. And I spoke to her daughter, and I can't remember her daughter's name. Yeah. Yeah, but they're around. Good people.
Yeah.
Well, Jane, it was great chatting with you tonight.
Yeah. I'll be happy to check in 30 days.
Good. Yeah, we're going to figure it out right here. And by helping you, we're going to help other people. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. That's always good.
That's
Because
right.
I learned things from the other people in the VIP. You know, you pick up a tidbit of something here and there and whatever, and it works. You know, like I wasn't eating no breakfast until this past summer. I started eating the eggs.
Yeah.
You know, before I leave home, before
It-
work, and
It makes a big difference, right?
yeah, it did. Yeah,
Go get
yeah. I
five-
was just basically eating two meals a day, and it was it. So.
Look, you're doing the right thing now.
Yeah.
You ever use Villa Capelli olive oil?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you like it?
I do.
Do you put in promo code Vinnie?
Yes, I do.
I just did an ad. Villa Capelli,
Do you,
folks.
do you do it with the IE or the wimpy Y? That's the real
Yeah,
one.
you E in
The
there.
IE.
Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what
you don't get a discount if you use the Y.
No, you want to save that 10%. Villa Capelli,
Yeah.
folks. Go to Villa Capelli and save 10% by putting in promo code Vinnie, VINNIE. You ever get anything else when you're there? They have those salts and they have lemon this and hot pepper that. They got all kinds of stuff.
I get the garlic powder, which is wonderful. That is the strongest smelling garlic powder, and it has the best taste.
You know why?
And
Because
I get the flavored oils too.
the flavored oils are great. I never talk about them
Yeah.
enough because I don't use them a bunch, but we keep them around here, and Serena uses them in cooking. And
Yeah.
it's why, Serena's a great cook anyway. I'm the luckiest man around.
You
And
are.
yeah, no, I really am. And but she uses those oils when she cooks. She also uses a lot of Anavocino stuff, so she cheats.
I love the salt dust.
It's great, right? You ever put it on
Yeah.
eggs?
Yep. Eggs. I put
Mhm.
it in Brussels sprouts tonight.
Mm.
And I love the cheesy bites. They're
I
great.
can't get enough of those.
Yeah,
We're turning this into an Anavocino ad.
we are.
Speaking of ads, folks, at some point, Chris and I are going to open up the VIP group. So if you want to get the message once it's open, it's VinnieTortorich.com/VIP. Go check that out. So Jane, you hung around for all the ads.
Yeah.
Have you ever rated and reviewed my podcast?
Yes, I have. I've not written a review, but I'd give you 5 stars.
Yeah. That's all you got to do, folks. Do what Jane did. Go give me 5 stars. Not 4, not 3, not 2, not 1, just 5. That's all we need. 5 stars. So go do that. We'll go shopping on Amazon.
Yeah, I went through your banner.
You
banner.
You got to be like Jane.
Yeah.
You got to be like Jane. You go through my banner. You do that. And I don't know how I came upon this song, but I think I said now more than ever, and it reminded me of the song. So we will play the song on the way out. On behalf of Dave, Chris, who else are we going to have in the show besides
Jane.
Dave? And Jane, and who else? That's it?
And me.
No, on behalf of Chris, Dave, And Jane, my name is Vinnie Tortorich. Put life into living and do it with this